take a look at some senior high schools that have been built. And it's unbelievable when you see that these senior high schools are in Ghana. Beautiful, better equipped than senior high schools in America. Some senior high schools in America. Let me take you to Awaso. It's a fascinating story.
Okay, let's look at Awaso and then we come and talk some more politics on the youth mobilization.
A school with 12 science labs. This is a chemistry lab.
Awaso is where?
Awaso. Western North.
Western North, okay.
Yes.
Towards the Ivory Coast border.
Yeah, Western North. This is it. Yeah.
So this is a senior high school.
Senior high school. They have, the interesting thing is that they have a fume chamber for chemistry experiment. Something that you see at the universities. A smart board is there. The teacher is happy with a smart board, can touch the screen, and anything that he wants to see is coming. This is a fume chamber in the chemistry lab at Awaso. You go to Abomusu, you're going to see the same equipment there. You go to Diaso, you're going to see it there. You go to Kwasi, you're going to see it there. These are all new high schools that have been built by this government, fully equipped. And when I hear people talk about we, the MPP, have destroyed the education system, I ask myself, which planet do they live on? This is evidence-based communication. This is a high school in Ghana, built by Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and there are about 10 of them. And now we are going to open one of the best in Ghana, at Weja, here in Accra. And I call it the high school with the most beautiful.
Senior high or junior high?
Senior high.
Let's see the Weja one, and then let's
get
ready to talk politics. Is it going to come? Okay, somebody sends me a text and says that, good evening, Paul. Charlie, look, this is your MPP people, pa. How can they be doing such phenomenal work in the education sector and they are so mute about it? This is serious transformational leadership. This is more than visionary leadership. Why are they not talking about these phenomenal exploits? MPP should learn to talk. Free senior high school alone is the election winning ticket. That alone, if they focus on that, they have won this election.
So this Weja.
There's a concern. Where's the Weja? Okay, let's see it.
It's so beautiful. You stand there and you look at the lake.
Oh, that's a Weja lake.
Yes. So this is a high school.
All these buildings is one school.
Yeah, one school.
Boarding. It's called what?
Weja. This is a Global Studies Academy. They will do international studies.
Senior high. And it's called Global Studies Academy.
Yeah,
like a specialized thing.
Specialized thing. Because you see, when you talk about Ghana's role in the world, and you talk about Africa Free Trade Area and all those things, one of the things you're going to see is that the high schools are not preparing the future generation of Ghanaians who can take advantage of that.
So you're already teaching them global trade, global facilitation.
Trade will be taught in this school.
In SS. So they'll do history, they'll do economics, geography,
and then they have their STEM infused, and then doing coding.
And they are boarding.
In
Weja. It's attractive.
Yes.
Has it opened?
No, we're opening this year. So
the first admissions are going in this year?
Yeah, this year. The headmaster has been appointed.
But they have a really beautiful view of the lake. The students are going to have a good time.
Yeah, you catch your breath from the classroom and looking at the lake, and it's just beautiful.
The fascinating thing is that you go in free. It's government.
It's free. It's government.
It's unbelievable.
So the kind of thing that are happening in this country, the kind of transformation that's happening in the case, it's never happened before. And we are not leaving the existing schools to say, oh, we are not coming to you. We are building STEM labs. Go to Fijai. They have a STEM center built there. In France, you can be getting a STEM center. Gine is getting a STEM center. So they too can do STEM. And then they get the science labs to go with it. So, my brother, the point of the matter is that Nana Danko Akufo-Addo has done something. I call him he did we done Manifesto Plus. We didn't promise Ghanaians that we're going to do STEM and transform the country through STEM. We're going to do new high school courses, but we've done it because it's the right thing to do. We didn't promise Ghanaians that give us a chance and aviation and aerospace will be taught in our schools. It has happened. Go to Afia Kobiampem girls. It's so fascinating when you go to the school and see the children flying drones. In fact, they are probably the only high school in the world with a tarmac for flying drones.
Oh, wow.
It's fascinating. What the girls are doing, and now there are a number of schools, about 13 of them are going to do aviation courses in high school. So you see the drone here, we've shown this around the world. And
Lookman is a former president of NUCS. is writing to us. It says that, hello, Paul, many of these schools are far better equipped than the university I attended in Germany for my master's degree. This is the new dawn we have always yearned for. Indeed, it's development in freedom.
So you see there.
Oh, that's the drone runway.
It's taken off. That's the runway.
Which school is this?
Afiakubiampim Girls.
Girls' school?
Yes, girls' school.
And they are building drones?
Yes. And
the girls?
Oh, yes, and flying them. In fact, Zipline saw this and they came to meet with me to see how they can support our high schools to do more. 13 schools are now going to be doing it this year. And it's fascinating when you see the kind of thing they can do. The one aspect of this is that the girls, after they did the drone, they said, no, why can't we do a remote control boat and put it on the Atlantic Ocean and we'll control it remotely and it will be on the ocean. They went to the Western Naval Command, they built a prototype, the Navy checked it, and it lacked stability. They went back and they did it. You see, they are doing woodwork.
These are girls?
Yeah.
Cutting the thing like that?
Yes, and they are doing woodwork. See, STEM
so these girls
and
are what?
TVET,
15, 16, 17?
16. And they do woodwork. So TVET and STEM is coming together.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah, for transformation.
We are becoming like Germany then.
Yes, so they do the woodwork so that they can use that design, the remote controlled boats. After they finished that, they went to Takoradi, and the Navy helped them to deploy it on the Atlantic Ocean.
That's it.
Yeah, that is it. The Ghana flag is on, and in the next few minutes, you're going to see this boat on the ocean, and it will be going.
And it's built by girls.
The girls
from Efiakobi.
Efiakobi girls.
And where is the school? Which region?
Ashanti region. It used to be called Achumamine many years ago. Built by
I know that Achumamine name. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, and they are remotely controlling it. And in fact, they are fitting this thing with cameras in such a way that it can take images of things under the ocean, so it can come onto your iPad.
These are girls who have not yet had tertiary education.
No.
This is amazing.
So the kind of things that are happening, it's unbelievable. And then I tell people that, do we have to press the reset button on this? Do we have to truly stop this? So that we are pressing a reset button and everything is going to be done again because something wrong is taking place in this country? You can't go back. We need to go forward. And you look at this and you say to yourself, everything is possible in Ghana. You see,
somebody says that, Senior, please, can MPP, our beloved party, employ some of us to communicate free on some of these projects? The Duchum has shocked everybody this evening, and all of us are sending texts to each other. Where was this? Where was that? He said, in fact, my wife is amazed, and she's now changed her mind to vote for the MPP, just watching you for the last 10 minutes.
I have one.
No, there's a concern coming from all the text messages. Now, why has the story not been told?
They should come and see me. Look, we have to. Look at this. This is a high school. And it's the structure is unbelievable. All across the country, you are seeing this. And now we are not limiting it to high schools.
Which area is this? Which school is this?
I think this one is the Sewea School.
Is that junior high or senior high?
This is senior high. And the fascinating thing is that we are not leaving the whole progress to senior high schools. We're also lifting junior high schools up. We are lifting primary schools up. I took a visit to Asim Boys, a surprise visit, and I went to Asim Boys. Interestingly, the school had been abandoned. In that school, I had only 5 students in the class. The middle class have left the public school. And today, next to that old building, we have a new school coming up, which is going to be a school for gifted and talented education. GATE has come to Ghana. The president, about 2 months ago, Cabinet approved gifted and talented education.
What's that?
It is identifying children who are so talented, but somehow can't find their colleagues and can't sit together with them to be motivated to innovate and do some great things. So gifted and talented education has been done in America and other countries for years.
So this is where some of the borrowing has gone to.
Definitely.
We've got a campaign talks about borrowing. Okay, Francis Asiam, MPP stalwart, formerly for the NDC, now says that the highest greeting and appellation to the visionary, can-do spirited, indefatigable, versatile, dedicated, workaholic, affable Minister for Education, in fact, Ghana is moving forward. This current education and digitalization momentum and strategy push will surely turn the corner for Ghana. Today, dear, I should read her text because Trump is winning. Dr. Duchum doesn't like to hear that. He's a Democrat. Trump is winning hands down with less than 275. to 316 electoral college votes plus popular votes. Good luck to Donald Trump, 45th and 47th POTUS. Anyway, okay, Francis, a text message duly read. Okay, somebody says, I'm addicted to Good Evening Ghana. I wish I had a canned version. I'm so proud of what you are doing. This man is just simply great. Osei Oduchum, when are you running for president?
No trouble. No, I don't want any trouble.
So, Carlos Ahinkra, Member of Parliament, he says that this is Carlos. We are all fascinated. The MP's platform is sharing your interview. So why will Ghanaians see this and vote to change? Change for what? Educhum, God bless you. That's from Carlos Ahinkra. Okay, so everyone seems to be sharing the same view that why has Educhum not talked about this so long, that long, since long? Because he says he's now launching the schools. Okay, many people want me to ask you about your role in the campaign. Yes, they know that there is education, but they say you were responsible for bombastic blast of Dr. Friye on your platform over Galamsey. You were head of launching something in Kumasi, youth mobilization.
Yes.
How is that going? Is
that
that another role you have in the campaign?
It's not actually just the youth. We are reaching out to different groups of people and talking about education and getting people to understand. You see, most of the time, if you're going to meet with medical doctors, you get another medical doctor to go and talk to them about their profession as it relates to your manifesto. But medical doctors have families to raise. And I think they should be interested in public education and how providing quality education for them will enable them to take care of their children and also be able to serve the country better. So if you look at what happened in Kumasi, on Monday, we met with clergy. 3,000 of them drawn from the entire region.
Is that the clergy?
The clergy. And they came in their numbers.
Clergy based in Kumasi?
Accra, the whole Ashanti region.
3,000 of them?
3,000 of them.
What were you telling them?
We were telling them the story of education transformation in Ghana. It's about 2 to 3 hours, showing them the images, explaining to them what is going on, why we are interested in gifted and talented education, why we are upgrading our junior high schools, and why community village schools should be transformed. So we had a very nice time with the clergy. Reverend Christy Boateng mobilized for us. We came in and spent a very good time with them. When we finished, people were not leaving.
Wow.
The Reverend was telling me it was just like a revival. They were touched. And they were saying to themselves, this is a new Ghana. This is the Ghana we have been dreaming of for many years when we talk about we need to have science to humanities ratio 60 to 40. But we did not look at the pipeline for producing the 60 to 40 humanities at the universities. How do you get 60% science at the universities when the high school, the junior high school, the primary school is not promoting science and not promoting STEM? In fact, I did a presentation at Columbia University in the United States about a month ago. They were amazed.
In New York?
They were shocked. In the U.S.
Columbia in New York?
Columbia in New York. They were shocked. In fact, they gave Ghana a standing ovation at the end. And they said to me, Ghana has found the blueprint for African education transformation. We have good children in Africa. Everywhere you go, whether it's Ghana, Nigeria, you enter a classroom, students will just stand up, and if you don't tell them to sit, they won't sit. And yet, you go to conferences upon conferences around the world, and they talk about African education crisis. And I don't seem to get it. That if there was going to be education crisis, it shouldn't be in Africa. Our children are so good. If we are not producing the best, and if they are not the best in the world, it's our fault. Because they can be better and they can be the best in the world. But you see, you can't be the best in the world when your education system is just promoting memorization.
Yes.
I had a fascinating meeting with the West African Examination Council about 4 months ago, before the BEC.
Yeah.
Because you know we have a new curriculum at the junior high school. So they are going to write the first exams.
Okay. So the exam just taken recently is on the new curriculum, which has history.
Yes. I asked them to come and see me in the office so that they can show me the table of specification. You see, contrary to what most people think, we are supposed to tell WAEC how we want them to assess the children.
Okay.
Why should not be dictating to us?
Based on our needs and based on what we want the children to know.
To know.
Yeah.
So if you want critical thinkers in Ghana, how do you allow WAEC to do an examination system that has over 50% at the lowest level of learning, which is remembering?
Memorization.
We have 6 levels of learning. Remembering is the first and the lowest. If you want critical thinkers, you run away from memorization. There's something called the New Bloom's taxonomy. So if you look here, remember is the lowest.
The New Bloom's taxonomy.
This is how teachers are trained to write their lessons so that children become critical thinkers. You see, many years ago in Ghana, you go to the sixth form and you did logic and reasoning.
Yes, yes.
As a course, because they wanted you to think.
Yes.
Then we took it away. But in America, they did not do it as a separate course, but every subject is supposed to have critical thinking.
Or as part of it.
As part of it. Then, so we borrowed the American system, took away the logic and reasoning, no O-level and A-level, but we did not ensure that we have critical thinking embedded in the coursework in our exams. So you see, remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create is the highest level of learning. And that's why I believe visual artists are the best and brightest students we have.
So it's remember.
Yes.
That's basic.
The basic.
Understand, next level.
Yes, apply.
Those of us who didn't remember were using understanding. So if you are not there, you are in trouble.
Apply.
Apply
then
is,
you are
is,
moving
is
up.
apply, you are moving up. That's complicated.
Analyze, evaluate, and create.
That's where the
level.
issue is. At the university level, it should all be create, especially for arts students.
So what is happening? They came and met with me. They showed me the table of certifications for a certain course. 20 out of the 40 questions were on remember.
Wow.
Another 10 was on understand. Another 10, the last one was on apply. Analyze, evaluate, create was not there.
So they didn't have any questions that is testing the students' capacity to analyze,
and
to evaluate, and to create.
So I told them, and I made a comment that I'm sorry, but the tail is wagging the dog here. You are determining the leaders of this country in the future. We are determining the kind of children we are raising in Ghana, and no. So they went back and they came back with another table of certification. At least 40% of the questions were on 4, 5, and 6. So people will tell you the exams was difficult. But this
was 4, 5, and 6 what? Apply, analyze, create, evaluate, and create.
Yeah, analyze, evaluate, and create was out. And it was added.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, it's not just quality infrastructure and not just the fact that the children are going to school, but who they become is first and foremost the most critical thing we need to do. And we can't have an examination regime that focuses on remember, understand. Because people think that you design your curriculum, you do instruction, and then you assess. So they say, oh, the test comes last. But it's not the case. Teachers, if we did not change these questions, the next year, they were not going to teach at the highest level possible. They were going to sanitize the curriculum.
I don't know whether you've seen this report, but when you come on TV, people send me, Business Insider Africa, top 10 African countries with the highest quality of education. Ghana is second, 84.5%. Tunisia is first, 93.1%. Have you seen that report?
I haven't seen this.
It's just coming in now.
I'm not surprised, and we'll get to
it's
one.
It's 31st October.
We'll get to one.
So Ghana is now second. Namibia is third. Mauritius 4th. Togo 5. Cape Verde, Morocco, South Africa, but Ghana is second on 84.5. That's impressive.
We will get there, and we'll be the best. Now, TVET transformation is outstanding. You go to Brewer on Cape Coast Road, and the town will tell you the place has changed because we revamped the Brewer school, MVTI, and now it's a technical institute, equipment, everything is there. This Enyinem in the eastern region, and they have this new TVET school. Everything that you want to see in a TVET school anywhere in the world is here at Enyinem. 10 key projects built by Italians, paid for by government, with everything that you need to have.
Wow.
A number of TVET schools, even in East Legon, there's a TVET school right behind the Accra STEM Academy. It's Accra Applied Technology Institute, a new TVET school with everything that you want to see.
The next level of conversation, people wanted me to ask you, I don't know if I have time, we don't have time for that today, was to say that all these people that you are training, where are you easing them into?
You see, when the Frank Berra talk about creating 1 million IT jobs, right? Some people don't understand. But if you have students doing coding at different levels, these are students that you can easily prepare. not just work in Ghana, but stay in Ghana and work for companies abroad. I had a great meeting with Cisco, the idea of networking. Huawei is challenging them a bit, and they are the network.
They are the giants of networking.
Giants of networking, and they train the next generation. Now they want to come to Ghana.
Oh, I see. Cisco will set up in Ghana to train.
To train. And we'll start from the high schools and technical schools, train Cisco certified network engineers at the lower level